Now we're rolling. Damage Plan MMA podcast. I'm Jason, as always. My co-host, the voice of MMA in Utah, Zack Partridge. What up, dog?
What up, brother?
I like the hat, dude.
And yeah, we're both rocking the Contenders hat.
Freaking sick, aren't they?
It just fits so good.
I think Roman needs to get us one of those Cobra Kai jackets that he had, those bomber jackets. Ooh. I think we need one of those for the podcast.
You know, I love all the Contender Series stuff, but I need another jacket in my life. Like, I need
another hoodie and hat. I have so many freaking hoodies and hats. It's ridiculous.
Hats and hoodies and shirts, like
it's ridiculous.
Like fighter stuff is taking over my wardrobe.
We were supposed to have a little announcement today, but it got pushed back tomorrow. Damn it.
It's okay. The people can wait.
The people can wait.
The question is, can you?
No, I can't. I've been thinking about it all weekend. I want to tell people. That's all right. We'll wait. It's big. Let's just put it that way. News. It's big. Not just for us, for Utah MMA. Everybody wins. What's up, Rod? What up? I seen Rod sparring, man. He was getting it in. Boom, boom, boom. Rod's going to fight, man. I think I saw his little YouTube video with Eric Wallin. Yeah, I saw his little video.
When you sign for that fight, you let me know. I'll be there, brother.
Heck yeah. Dude, I love seeing people be active like that. Good on you, Rod. Keep pushing, man.
And getting out of their comfort zone. It's not easy.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, no, it's not easy at all. Getting out of your comfort.
Real quick, if anybody is, what's up, Mason? If anybody is considering joining a gym, but they feel like it's intimidating, I feel like the gyms do a really good job. You just got to remember, it was somebody's first day. Everybody had their own first day once.
It was easy for me to tell people that to go into like a working out gym, right? Because people get that way too. They don't want to walk in there. They feel bad. And now I had that feeling walking into an MMA gym. Actually, I'm the one that's like, oh, I don't think I belong here. But everybody makes you feel welcome. Everybody makes you feel at home. It's all love.
Pedro is going to invite me to come down sometime, and you don't know I'm coming. He's going to get you to commit to like a sparring day, and you won't even know. I'm just going to walk in. Is
that what he said?
Yeah, I'm just going to walk in with my mouthpiece in, shin pads on, gloves ready to go. I'm just going to walk onto the mat and just body shot as hard as I can on you, and then we're going.
It's not cool. It's not cool.
It's happening.
Pedro has this.
Hey, keep your head on a swivel, dog.
Keep your head. I'll tell you after. I won't divulge all my training secrets yet. Anyway, I'm having a blast. 2 hours of jiu-jitsu on Saturday. Yeah. I'm starting to learn how to put some pressure, Yeah. I'm going to go to Dagestan. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Dagestan for
He's been training for 2 months, and now he's like, I'm training with the Russians and the Bears.
I'm training with the Russians, baby. Let's get it. You're going to see videos of me like in the Rocky movie running in the snow. Okay, I'm not going to go that far, but it was a good thought.
I can't wait to see you with the Dagestanis. You talking to Khabib? You like this, Khabib? You like this pressure?
Those guys. Yeah, I'm a little late in the game to be training with those guys.
Hey, Islam, I'm going for your 155 title.
Hey, our good friend Cole Schaefer and Nanad are opening a gym this Saturday.
Yeah.
Gladiator Fight Academy.
We are going to have Nanad on the podcast to talk about it, but I'm bummed. I can't make it to the grand opening.
Oh, man. Gladiator Fight Academy. Is it out West Valley, right?
No, it's in Salt Lake. It's off 2100 South.
I thought it was like 30-something west, though.
Read the address, dog.
I don't have it pulled up. Okay, so it's in Salt Lake. Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu. I'm excited. I think I might try to go check it out.
So it's before Steel Fist. Like it's right before Steel Fist. So
okay.
So what we're gonna do is So what we're gonna do is you go to that. I'll be at Hunter's birthday party. Hunter turns 10 tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday, Hunter. The big 1-0, double digits.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
The double digits.
So we have a birthday party at that time. And then yeah. and then I'll be heading to Still Fist.
What are you guys doing for you know where you should do you guys have like one of those round one aids? We have one in the mall down there. It's called round one. They have like little bowling alley and all like new games.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Boondocks. Yeah. They don't have the putt and the laser tag, but it's pretty cool. I took Shaylee there yesterday. And do you let your kids win at stuff?
No.
Me neither.
Never.
Like, every time I play my daughter, I'm like, I'm winning. Like
I will, my kindness goes, I'll let them stay close. Like,
problem is my daughter talks smack too. So that's like,
good for her.
Dog, you can't. I can't let you get close.
Oh no, I like to let them think they're gonna get close and crush their dreams.
And then just crush their dreams. We had some fights on Saturday.
Me and Hunter, we have certain rule sets. Like we play, there's rules. So it's all good. Sorry.
Well, I know Hunter's rules because I played him in UFC 4 and I know all about his rules. Yeah, he did smoke you. We had some fights on Saturday. It's a pretty good card. Really good card, actually.
Turned out to be a really good card.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, I was kind of like, meh. I mean, first of the night, had Malcolm Gordon and Denise Bondar. We both picked Bondar, and Gordon came out and looked phenomenal. Broke his arm with the armbar, and Bondar kept going. I wouldn't say broke it, but he did some damage because when he planted that arm after the armbar, it was
No, he said in the post-fight press conference, he said he felt it break and then he kept going, and then when he tried to plan on it, it went all the way.
It just went crazy. Good win for Malcolm Gordon. I didn't think he was gonna pull that one off, and he did. Started off the night 0-1. Yeah. Actually, I started off the night 0-2 because I picked Jason Witt over Philip Rowe, and he was dominating until about halfway through the second round. Then he got pieced up.
Rose tricky. That length is always going to keep him in fights longer than some, like some might, like once the momentum's turning away from him. One thing that can turn momentum back in your favor is if you can keep him away and keep your distance. And he starts pumping that jab, and then you let that cross go, and whew.
Yeah, that was
Philip Rowe.
That was some nice striking. All right, next up in the light heavyweight division, you had that Chalton, Almeida, and Danilo Marquez. Dude, Almeida.
We were correct on Almeida.
Wow,
that guy's scary.
He is going to be a problem in that light heavyweight division. If I'm a light heavyweight, yeah, dude, his wrestling, he just manhandled Marquez.
It's like
Big Fiji.
Dude, it was like it's like he was like going with a teenager or something.
Dude, like his pressure
could not get up to save his life.
No. That's see, that's what I'm gonna learn.
See, something like Almeida, he's gonna have that same problem, not to the extent of like Alex Pereira, but he's gonna have the same problem where he does that to a couple of guys, and it's like nobody wants to fight him.
Nobody's gonna want to fight him. Yeah.
He's gonna have to get into a rush.
And he's a freaking specimen. He's looked like he's chiseled out of stuff. Like that guy is.
Are you saying that he's not? Maybe
I'm man crushing.
Maybe he's the Vitor. Maybe he's on that Vitor diet.
He looks a little more. That's more of a natural look.
Hey, by the way, did you see that Vitor Belfort's son is the #1 freshman high school quarterback in the country?
No, I didn't. Really?
Yeah.
Where's he play at? California, Texas?
Yeah, California.
As
a freshman. He started as a freshman in high school last year. It was balling.
Yeah, damn.
It's kind of fun.
All right. Next up, Alexa Davis gets the unanimous decision against Stoliarenko. Hey, I was wrong.
No, I was right.
Wrong. You were right. I was wrong. But there were some moments.
Well, her elbow was like folded backwards in that armbar in the first round.
Stoliarenko was even doing pretty good on her feet.
Yeah.
For a moment. Alexa Davis just too much though.
Chidi
beats Marc-Andre Belleroute. That was pretty quick. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see. I dead wrong on that. Dead wrong on that. He looked good. Hakeem Dawadi and Mike Trazano. I think we both were on Dawadi on that one.
I was on Trazano. Remember, I went back and forth. I was
That's right.
Remember
You did.
Ultimate Fighter, undefeated Ultimate Fighter.
That's right.
What sucks is Trazano just might not be UFC caliber.
I kind of think you're right. How old is he now? Oh, he's only 30.
I know, but he won some favorable. He won some favorable split decisions.
Yeah, he did. Luis Pena, John
his
Giannetti.
His next fight's going to be a big one.
Next up in the 135, we had John Castaneda and Miles Johns. Castaneda looked impressive because I was on Johns on that one. I thought Johns would.
The sexy Mexi is impressive.
Sexy Mexi looked
John
very
Castaneda,
impressive.
Dude, he's put him to sleep in like 5 seconds with that arm triangle.
That was tight. Yeah, that must have been tight. Yeah. Very impressive.
Those arm triangles are tricky.
Dude, possibly fight of the night, Rosa and Steven Peterson, they were going at it. Wow, they were going at it. The shots that those guys were taking, I don't even know how those guys were standing up.
That second round was as fun of a round as I've ever had, as I think I've ever seen.
Juicy J getting the split decision.
I would have felt sick for him. You know, I feel bad for Steven Peterson. Everybody's like, oh, it's too bad. Hey, make weight, dude. Make weight.
He wasn't short notice, was he?
Fight.
He wasn't a short notice, was he?
No.
He wasn't a short. Nope.
And
he missed by 4.5 pounds?
That's bad, dude. Come on, man.
I think that's what he missed by. What did he miss by?
He
missed by 4 pounds. He weighed in at 149.
Is our president Joe Biden? Come on, man.
Come on, man. You stupid son of a.
That is you went there. All right.
I love it. All right.
No, but dude, fight of the night. They came out. Julian was they were cool, but man, I like Julian's got. I don't know. I just felt like he took so much unnecessary damage in that fight. Like I feel like he could have fought a little bit more defensively sound and was just choosing not to. It was weird. It was so entertaining, though.
Hey, I'll take it. Fans love it. The real winner of the Ultimate Fighter, Brian Battle, beats Trazano Gore, which we both were on Battle. There was something about that fight, though, that it seemed like Gore. Oh, my phone's ringing.
Silence your phone, Jason. Come on,
Dad. It's my dad.
Come on. Oh, sorry, sir. Doesn't he watch the podcast? Why doesn't he listen?
Yeah, he usually does.
Come on.
I felt like Trazano was the better. It should have been the better athlete in there. Like when he was cracking, it seemed like it was just a matter of time before he was going to take Battle out. But Battle did what he needed to do. Picked him apart, basically.
The Trazano, you know what I think? I think he went into that fight a little too overconfident.
Well,
I think he went into that fight knowing that he could knock him out at any moment. And that first round was fine. And that second round, he almost got him out of there. But then when he didn't, he kind of was like, oh no, like he didn't go away. And then Battle did what he needed to win that third round.
He did. my stepdad. It really is. Oh, you know, he's only had that's only his 4th pro fight, and he only had 4 amateur fights. So the kid doesn't have a lot.
You can tell the talent is there. He just needs a little bit. He just needs a little bit more cage time.
Yeah, because when he throws, if he connects, you're going night. Next up, we had
proven. Like, dude, everybody can. You know, haters are going to say whatever they're going to say. They can whatever. It's fine, but he won. I like that he took the fight and he brought the trophy back out and said, "Yeah, all you people that said that I'm not the real winner,
here you go." I like it.
Pooh Bear.
I like it.
Pooh Bear.
Brendan Allen. Pooh Bear.
He needs a better nickname, dog.
He needs a way better nickname. Uh oh. What, Zeke? What? Is Zeke going to drop some? drop some news on the Damage Plan MMA podcast. Brendan Allen beats our boy Smiling Sam Alvey. Man, he's lost like 8 in a row, 7 in a row. 7 in a row and a draw.
Chad Mendes came out and like went really hard at him.
Oh, did he? I didn't see that. What is he telling him?
Yeah, he says he sucks. He doesn't belong in there.
That's tough. I mean, he's kind of a company guy, right? He just takes the fight.
Maybe he should just not say yes to every fight that comes across. What's next for him? Yeah. Alex Pereira? Like, come on, dog. Like, can we give this guy like a couple winnable fights and get him back on course?
I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. I mean, the guy's got 50 pro fights. KO of the night, Rachmanov and Harris, spinning hook kick to ground strikes. Shavkat, did you see who he called out, right?
Alex Pereira.
Alex Pereira.
I said it to you.
No, Michael Pereira, right?
Or Michelle Pereira. Sorry.
Michelle Pereira. Yeah, Michelle Pereira. Yeah. Not Alex Pereira. Because he beat his teammate, right?
Yeah.
You sent that. Yeah. I like that kid. He's good. 15-0 now.
Okay.
Dude, if you're wearing a wolf.
Doesn't it feel like him and Chimaev have to fight soon?
If you're wearing a wolf hat to the cage, like I was telling Joel, I said, if your opponent walks out with a wolf hat, you just need to tap and walk out of the cage before he even gets in, dude. Just don't even fight the guy.
Maybe Joel should start wearing the wolf hat.
Joel should start with, hey, I got to give it up to my boy. You know, I train with him every morning at the fight camp stuff. He's been hitting it hard, man. He's been hitting it real. Daddy's all in.
Plant Daddy's coming in hot, huh?
Yeah, he's coming in hot. He's training hard. April should be fun. But yeah, man. Rachmanov is a beast. That kid is a beast. Who do we have next? Maximov and Soriano went to a split decision. Gosh, that was a tough one to score, man. Felt like Soriano was doing more damage, but Maximov more control. This is the one where we need the judges to chime in on this one. Seemed like Soriano was doing more damage.
Yeah.
But definitely the control seemed to be. I didn't hate it. But but a lot of people were talking about how hard it is because he wasn't really doing anything. But he's a problem at 185. Maximov's going to be a problem too. He's a big kid. What do we got? Oh, no. Maximov is
hey, Zeke, you can't just say guess what and then nothing.
It's bull. Come on, Zeke. Drop it.
Did you hear that, Zeke? Jason wants to fight you.
Yeah, right. And then I don't know what Sal D'Amato fight he was watching for the main event, but for that main event to be a split decision, come on, bro. Come on.
He got called out pretty hard by.
Who called him out?
The coach, Nick Couture coach.
Oh, he's going hard. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can't remember his last name.
Eric Nixon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He went hard.
No, but he's right.
He's 100% right.
When judges make erroneous decisions like that, what's the other gal's name? Bird. Adelaine Bird.
Yeah.
She's the other one that's really bad. Right? Or has some very, very questionable scorecards.
Yeah.
And I mean, one, it's an incompetency thing from the fans' perspective. But two, more importantly, what they have to understand is, the wrong decision in somewhere in somebody's line, like, you're affecting not just their paycheck, but the trajectory of their career.
Yeah.
And I'm just grateful that Sean Strickland, that there is 3 judges, but I mean, I don't think there's a person on the planet that thought that Sean Strickland lost that fight.
Devil's advocate here.
Huh?
Was he just at a bad angle, and did he think a lot of those shots were connecting that weren't? Because there was a lot of Hermansson was throwing a lot. He wasn't connecting a lot. Strickland's defense was on point. His boxing
But it
defense was
always
on point.
is.
It always is.
That's
It's
kind of what he does. Me and Cole Schaefer were actually talking about it yesterday. For being like this like serial killer victim, whatever, like kind of touted as this wild, crazy man.
Yeah.
He's extremely calculated with an extremely high fight IQ.
Very.
For being a crazy person. His fight
he wasn't as crazy in that fight. I think he knew there was a little bit of danger in that fight. He wasn't acting as crazy as he normally does.
I think he realizes that he's right there. Everything changes when you're 1 to 2 fights away from the title. Everything changes. One, you see active fighters the activity slows down a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Because now you can't afford to just take any and every fight because the risk isn't worth it anymore. You might lose your spot. And he even said that. Like, he doesn't really care about the belt, but he would like the money that comes with it. That's what he said, right?
Yep.
Well, now if you open up and if you get clipped and somehow lose, when Jack is dangerous, if you lose, like, now you're probably a year and a half away from putting yourself in the situation you are now.
Yeah. Yeah, he was impressive. He's impressive. If you listen to our Friday podcast, I was thinking of going Hermansson, and then he's got it all, man.
Yeah, remember when Zeke tried to tell us that that Strickland was going to lose?
He changed his pick. We got him to change his pick.
Yeah, maybe that's what he did. Guess what was? Him saying, "Thanks, guys. Thanks for not letting me pick the wrong guy.
Filling my pockets." I'm looking at the judges' scorecards on the MMAdecision.com, and they give you the media can submit their scorecards too. It's most of the guys at like MMA Junkie, Sherdog, some of the bigger ones, they all had it 50-45. And then everybody else had it 49-46 is whatever. Pretty much, it was split half and half.
That's how I scored it at home.
How you had Hermansson win in that? Dude, Eric brought up a really good point on Twitter. I don't know if you saw his tweet about, hey, the judges need to get more reps. If these guys are only seeing fights once a month, maybe twice a month.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
How much are they seeing fights?
I've been a part of the training meetings. Appreciate Scott Bowler for allowing me to be a part of one of those in the past and inviting me to a few more. I need to do those more, but they do monthly trainings where as judges and referees, they all get on calls and watch fights together, and then they all give their take on how they scored rounds and why. And so one thing that's really important is everybody's going to see a fight different, right? Me and you have watched fights, and you're certain one guy's won, and I'm certain another guy's won, right?
Yeah,
like we've had that, and and I respect your opinion on it, and I know that you respect mine. So I would say we're both knowledgeable. I wouldn't say one of us is more knowledgeable than the other on judging, but we both saw a different fight, right? Yes. When judges you can say the same thing. It's opinion. It's how does the judge apply the judging criteria, and what Scott Bowler talks about is as long as they can articulate using the judging criteria why they scored the fight the way they did, then it's all good.
Yeah.
What I would love, because I said, why can't judges be in that press conference after? And Scott said, and I get it. They said, well, they might not be able to verbally articulate it that well, and they might end up just getting destroyed in the media.
Just destroyed, yeah.
And I get that, and I don't want, and that's fair. They didn't sign up to be in that line of fire necessarily.
Yeah.
But what I would like is if I believe those judges go and they talk to Scott after, or whatever athletic commission, and they discuss after, why they scored it the way that they did, and articulating through the judging criteria why they saw it round by round the way they did. Maybe the commissions can start coming up with a statement, just like not a Q&A, but just a statement that gets released the next day. Hey, there was a lot of controversy around this split decision. Sal saw the rounds, 1, 3, and 4 for Jack Hermansson because of judging criteria A, B, and C. Now you can talk about judging criteria. Now you're having an open, ongoing conversation that I think forwards the betterment of the sport and the judging and things like that, rather than just an absolute slaughter fest on Sal saying he should be fired.
Because I think Sal's usually pretty spot on. So he had to have seen something that made him want to give Hermansson rounds 1, 3, and 5. Which, looking at the cards, so 2 judges had it for Hermansson, round 1, him and Camajo. Round 3, 2 judges actually. So this is where it's crazy. Now Cleary and Sal had round 3 for Hermansson. So he's not far off, right? He's only 1 judge away. And round 5, he was the only one that saw Hermansson. So that's just that one round made it that split decision, that 5th round. Round 1 and 3, the judges were opposite on that. One saw it one way, one saw it the other.
You got to remember too, the little stats that we get to see at home, the volume, all stuff like that. Yay!
Who are you punching in the face?
Yeah.
But yeah, when you look at it that way, it's like, maybe it's not that bad.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that's hard.
Yeah.
You could watch a fight and know who won and lost the fight. A lot of cases. Forget the round by round. Forget all that. Sometimes even like Sean said, he goes, "Look at his face. Look at my face. Like, come on, who won that fight?"
Ooh, some dude from Fusion in St. Jeezy. I hope he's good. I hope he's ready.
Heavyweight from Fusion?
Yeah, I don't know any of those Fusion guys.
Okay.
Isn't that Reyes kid down there?
Yeah.
Is it Reyes?
Yep.
He's the only one that I know. You've trained down there, right? Didn't you go down there and train with those guys?
I've been to that ring a couple times.
Oh. Yeah, but I think you're spot on. You're right on with that though. There's the majority of the time when you watch a fight, you can be like, that guy won. He clearly won the fight. Occasionally, you'll have something. Somebody gets clipped. Somebody gets caught in a submission. Whatever. Case in point, Sergio Pettis fight in Bellator, where he's losing the whole fight and then ends up with a spinning back fist knockout. Kaliko is his last name.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, Kaliko. Zack's like, cool, bro. Oh, these mother freakers, dude. This freaking idiot. I don't know who this idiot is. Not this guy. Not Zeke. Know who this is.
He's just Zeke. He just called you an idiot. You got to fight.
This guy.
Fight him.
These guys. These guys always keep coming on our stuff. I'm going to delete this crap. Block user. It's some dude trying to sell me. Never mind. Appreciate it, bro. Zeke's coming back on the podcast for his fight.
Oh, look at Zeke on.
We got a big pay-per-view this weekend and Steel Fist. Pay-per-view, Steel Fist.
I'm way more interested in Steel Fist than this pay-per-view. You like the pay-per-view. It doesn't exactly hype me.
I mean, I'm not going to say I'm like jumping out of the seat. Turn your volume down on your laptop. Your echoing. Yeah. It sounds like it's echoing.
It's because your connection
sucks. Can you hear me?
Your connection
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, your connection sucks.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
No, it sucks.
Oh, what about now?
It's been laggy the whole time.
What the crap?
It's okay.
We did something with our internet like a couple weeks ago, and it jacked everything up. Like I've never had a problem with my internet.
Yeah.
Dude, this is not a bad card this weekend.
It's not bad. It is not bad.
But I do want to go to Steel Fist.
Like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's not a. Okay, you ready for? I had a question for you. People are asking, Sean Strickland. So, they're saying his performance wasn't great enough to earn him a title fight?
What else do you want the guy to do? He picked him apart for 5 rounds.
But it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
Who else in that middleweight division is? Who else? I mean, how many wins does he have in a row now at middleweight?
Well, here's the one for me. So if Derek Brunson beats Jared Cannonier, like we've already seen Izzy beat Brunson. So here's the real question: what if Whitaker beats Izzy?
Now that would make things really interesting.
That makes the whole division really fun again.
He's on a 6-fight win streak.
Whitaker?
No, Strickland.
Oh, I know.
Second
to Izzy. That's it. And you ready for this? You ready for this? I think Strickland gives Izzy fits.
I think he could too.
So what's the most competitive fight Izzy has had on this run?
With Gastelum, wasn't it?
Yeah. And that was 2-2 going into the 5th round.
Yeah.
Why did Kelvin have so much success? Forward pressure, straight punches, and clean boxing.
Yeah.
Fundamentals. Sean is the epitome of just basics. Works behind his jab. I mean, basically just jab heavy until he measures, then he lets his cross go. Very rarely kicks, but when he does, he makes it count. Like, I'm not picking Strickland to beat Izzy, but it's somebody like that could really give Izzy fits.
I could see it. I mean, you got to think he jumps up to at least 6, right?
Yeah. Well, but again, I'm just saying, like, look at how easy Izzy beats these big, powerful, strong, explosive guys. He picks them apart. It's easy money for him.
Yeah.
But another guy like Kelvin, right? Who's not this big power, explosive guy. It's just a fundamental, stay in your face, pressure, work behind the jab, clean boxing. That was the hardest fight Izzy's had.
Yeah, it was.
And I think Strickland causes a lot of problems there.
And didn't he say he didn't want to? He doesn't want to fight Vettori, right? They don't want to fight each other.
No, they're big training partners and good friends.
Yeah, I mean, do you give him a? I mean,
I want to see him and Costa.
Winner of that gets the title shot.
It's either that or the winner of Cannonier, Brunson, and Strickland for a clear-cut number 1 contender shot.
That middleweight division's kind of, it's just weird.
Well, it's just stagnant. I mean, it's a little bit like welterweight, right? Like,
Usman's we've already seen it. Usman just needs to move up and fight Izzy.
They're not going to do it.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Usman's talking crazy about going up to 205.
Yeah, because he thinks he can get an easy win. I don't think he's
Time out real quick. Does anybody really believe that Usman wins a title at 205?
I don't. The same thing happens to him that happened to Izzy. Any of those guys.
Disagree.
Who does he beat? Does he beat Glover? If it goes to the ground.
I'm not sure those guys can take down Usman.
There's a big size difference.
He's a lot better wrestler than they are too.
Does he beat Yan? Does he beat
Yuri?
It
wouldn't shock me.
Yuri, Rakic, those guys are big though, man.
No,
those guys are big. Yuri.
He doesn't beat Yuri.
Marty beats the break off of Glover. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Mason on this. I kind of think that he actually beats Glover Teixeira if he decided to do that.
If Glover gets a hold of him, though, I don't think he's going to be strong enough. I think there's too big of a size difference. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't. Does he beat?
It's interesting though. It's interesting. It speaks to Usman's greatness that you can at least have the conversation and say maybe.
Yeah. Anthony Smith, Thiago Santos, Magomed Ankalaev. He ain't beating a Russian, so just scratch
But think
that
of how much faster he'll be.
That's true. He's got problems coming up in 170 he needs to pay attention to if he's going to keep fighting.
Did you see Chimaev? Chimaev's like, don't you talk about going to another weight class before I get to you.
Chimaev beats Burns? Yeah. Which Yikes. I think everybody's, yeah.
Yikes.
Are you pretty confident Chimaev beats Burns? What would you give it percentage-wise?
75 to 80.
75 to 80%. I just think Burns is just undersized 170er. He's an in-betweener. He's a Kevin Lee in-betweener.
I actually think Burns probably stylistically gives Chimaev more fits than by far anybody he's fought.
I agree. I'll agree with that.
Like the way Chimaev just sunk in that choke and put the leech to sleep, like he doesn't do that to Gilbert Burns.
No.
You know what I mean? Like Gilbert Burns is world-class grappling. World-class grappling.
It just seems like there's going to be such a size disparity. How tall is Burns? He's not that tall.
Not that tall.
He's like an in-betweener, right? He's like a Kevin Lee.
He's built like a Mack truck.
Isn't he like a Kevin Lee, like in-betweener? Like he should be fighting.
165 would be sweet for him.
He's 5'10".
Yeah. But he's but remember, he also dropped Usman.
Yeah, but I'm with you.
He probably gave Usman's scariest moment as a champion.
Oh, he had him hurt. He definitely had him hurt. Where's his? I wish they'd just hurry up and make that fight. Because they haven't officially signed that one yet, right?
I thought they did.
Hamza Chimaev. I don't think they didn't. It's not on Tapology yet. So, yeah, dude, Chimaev is going to have a 4-inch height advantage and a 4-inch reach advantage in that fight with Burns.
I actually don't. I don't think that that's as big of a deal. Burns has enough experience fighting bigger, taller, longer guys. I get Chimaev's a completely different animal.
It's going to be interesting if he beats him.
Burns is the first guy that Chimaev's fought that if Burns lands something hard could rock Chimaev's world a little bit.
What if Chimaev just starches him?
Then we got
have Usman,
you know me. You know me. I've been on the Chimaev train since
I know.
Like,
way before I was. Yeah.
I love Chimaev. I think there is something like we literally might be witnessing like the greatest thing ever.
And he's over there training at Tiger Muay Thai.
Dude, I love watching those. It's terrifying. He's a terrifying specimen.
Very good.
But you don't know until you know. And like, I mean, Burns is. I mean, if anybody other than Kamaru Usman's the champ, I think Burns is the champ right now.
We are going to find out very soon. All right. Should we wrap it up for today?
Yeah. One more thing real quick. I sent you a thing from Chael Sonnen and I talked about it. Who do you think won the training room wars with Colby and Jorge Masvidal?
I don't know. I started watching it and then I got a phone call. I didn't finish the thing.
So,
who do I think won?
Very interesting. It's very interesting when you train with somebody.
Yeah.
You know that wins the majority of the wars in the training room, right? But they're different weight classes, right?
Okay.
Remember then Jorge was a 155er, Colby was 170, but they were still still about the same size.
Yeah.
I would guess that Colby won a majority of those rounds because of his wrestling.
Yeah.
But you can wrestle at 100% when you're training. You don't really strike at 100% when you're training.
That's
so does
true.
Jorge feel like I was holding back enough that he's never felt me going 100 on him? Like one of those two know that they lost the majority of those rounds in that training room. And one of them still signed and said, now that we're going 100 and it's for real, I'm going to beat you. It's very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's weird because I mean, obviously I don't fight, so I don't understand it. But I would think if you're training with somebody and getting those rounds in, you the two of you know. You know what I mean? I would think the two of you know.
For example, me and Cole Faust trained together.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that. You and Cole Faust. It's like
there's no and ifs or buts. He gets the better of me in the training room, just like he does everybody else. Like, I mean, he's right. But it would have to be me being delusional enough. And I'm not saying this in any way, shape, or form. And I've never thought I'm not stupid here. We're talking apples to oranges scenarios, but it would have to be me being delusional enough that if I went to another camp and was like, well, I am the bigger man. I've never gone 100% with Cole. So now we'll really see. Like, no. Like that. I know. Like what I'm saying is I know what would happen in a fight.
Yeah.
One of them is losing rounds. Was losing rounds when they train together and thinks he doesn't know what actually I have because I've never gone 100% on him.
Yeah.
Or now those were when they're both of them were kind of unranked and whatever, or they're like my game's elevated now. I'm better than I was then. It's very fascinating. It's very very fascinating. The press conference to that is gonna be
good.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be fireworks.
Oh, and everybody's bummed that they weren't the coaches of the Ultimate Fighter. I don't think they could have been coaches of the Ultimate Fighter. I think they would have had to break up fights daily on the set.
Oh, you can't have Jorge in that type of setting. You can't have him there. We talked about it on Friday.
Jorge would flying knee Colby's face whenever he got a chance.
He's just a different breed. You start mouthing off to him. Joel was telling me some guy mouthed off to him yesterday.
Did Joel?
Some guy was speeding through the complex, townhome complex or wherever, and Joel's like, "Hey man, slow down. Like there's kids. There's I got my dog," and the guy's like called him a bitch, and he circled back by, drove back by him again, talking smack and driving by, and I'm like, this guy probably has no idea who he's talking trash to. No idea.
That would have been so great. That would have been a YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I'm still waiting for the video of Jordan Chandler choking somebody unconscious at a squat rack in a gym.
I forgot about that one too. Yes.
You got to be careful.
You got to be careful, man.
Before we go, I do need to clarify one more thing.
Okay.
I meant no disrespect to the person Bobby Maximus.
I got what you were saying. Some people took that the wrong way, I think, but I understood what you were saying. You made a valid point.
I think good for him. I wish him the best. I think he is being brought in as a publicity stunt, and I am rooting for him to win the whole thing and make the UFC sign a 43-year-old to a contract. I think it would be great. I'm sure he's a stud. I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm sure he's a stud. I'm sure he would choke me unconscious. I'm sure of all those things.
Yeah.
But he hasn't had an MMA fight since 2009. When Ben Moa went to go try out for Tough, and Ben, I believe, is 2 to 3 years younger than Bobby Maximus, and then was like 36 or 37, they wouldn't even give him a real shot, and they said, "You're too old. We're not interested. Sorry, thanks." So how can they do that to Ben Moa and then turn around and give him a shot and then expect it to be taken seriously?
I hope he runs through.
I'm sure he's taking it seriously. He's going there to win. Props to him. I hope he does, and I hope he has a great showing. But
Put the UFC in the corner, man. Make them sign him.
Here's what I'm saying. The UFC. You can't tell me even like a Kent Mafaleo at 2-0. You know, like this is what he does.
It does suck for the guys. I don't know. I understood what you were saying. I knew you weren't being disrespectful.
The UFC put him in a no-win situation.
Yeah. I knew where you were coming from.
But and no means I was not dogging on him. I wasn't saying that he's not good enough. I'll bet you his skills today, he could beat guys in the UFC.
Yeah.
Especially as a world champion in jiu-jitsu and grappling stud. Like, I'm sure he can catch some guys in some submissions. I'm positive of it. But, like, come on. Man, you're 43. Like, sometimes, you just got to just let it go, dog. It's like me. I'm 43. I know I'm not going to the UFC. Like, I'm not trying to take anybody's spot and get in front of anybody's way that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just 2 cents. Good luck, Caitlin Neal. Cheering for all the people from Utah, obviously.
Hell yeah. Steel fist fight night this weekend. How would you like to be
lined up against Kamaru Usman's little big brother, Muhammad Usman? I wonder what his real name is. Cedric. It's got to be something like that, right?
Something like that.
Marty and Cedric.
Like Marty and Cedric. There you go.
All right.
Steel fist fight night this Saturday. Reach out to your favorite fighter. Get some tickets. Zach and I will be there. We'll see you guys Friday for our breakdown. We out.